What's up, film fam? It's NetDicks Movie Reviews here, celebrating our 100th Instagram post, and we're going to revisit a classic, Rebel Without a Cause Day, 1955 film directed by Nicholas Ray. It's a classic. It has an everlasting impact on films.
Let's go into
up
that.
until today.
Let's go. How much of James Dean do you think still is like with people today?
I think people.
Like his style, he's a cool fucking.
I think he's the Tupac of the film industry. He just died too young, and he's just got that allure to him that people just love. I think he's a great actor, and just his short-lived career helps make his works that he did just so much better. I thought just the subject matter of this film alone, it just has such an impact. This is the first real American film highlighting suburban rebellion and misunderstanding of parents. That's just a theme that's so common in films to this day and will be.
I was watching it. I felt like it could have come out in the 70s. Like, if you didn't tell somebody when this movie came out, I think it was directed so well.
Yeah,
it looked like it was 20 years ahead of its time in visuals.
Yeah, and that's just such a power move by the director, and so hard to capture something that can be timeless and applicable to generation after generation. What are some other thoughts on the film? I thought it was a pretty just crazy story. You got these badass 16-year-old white California kids.
They're just fucking douchebags.
Yeah, it had a little bit of an Outsiders vibe to it. The leather jackets, switchblades.
I'm trying to think, why did they start picking on him?
They started picking on him.
Because he made a joke.
Yeah,
at the planetarium.
He tried to be the funny man.
He just tried to make one joke, and they were like, "Yo, fuck this guy. We're about to kill him."
Yeah. It's like you made a cow noise during the planetarium thing. We're gonna drive off a cliff. We're gonna see who has bigger nuts by driving to our ultimate deaths and bailing out.
Yeah. So that was like the climax in the middle.
It all happened pretty quick too. It wasn't just like. You had the small conflicts when they first met, when he was talking to the girl and they got picked up by the car, and then at the school. But from there, it just quite the escalation.
So they did that. He was like, "Moo!" All the kids in the front were like, "Oh, fuck this guy." And then after, the main guy just knife fights him.
Yeah. And he's like,
that was like the thing you did back then.
He's like, we're just gonna lightly stick, like it's just a common thing. Like, okay.
So first off, do you think they actually did knife fights back then?
I think.
Because if so, we're a pretty pussy generation.
Yeah, I think we are all a bunch of little sissies, and that's how we should handle most of our quarrels.
I like to think that shit never happened. You wouldn't have like some rich preppy white kid that was like, "I'm about to stick you." I don't think.
Yeah.
But maybe they were cool, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but there's so much to love about this movie. The planetarium setting, which has become a staple in so many films shot out in Southern California now. Just everything really while it was timeless, it did focus in on that specific mid-50s vibe. With the outfits.
Really like post-war. That was like post-war sentiment in America.
Yeah, exactly. So it really just.
But it is kind of like a white kid who's like, I don't know, like Holden Caulfield, Catcher in the Rye, like kind of like get over yourself,
Yeah, this must have been where just the slow pussification of America. Like this kid's parents really did everything for him. They
bailed him out of jail. They're like, it's okay.
Yeah,
I guess that's part of the issue.
I didn't get the real conflict. I didn't see anything that his parents did that would make him just lash out so hard.
His dad was a huge pussy.
Yeah, his dad was a little girl, but at the same time, he provided for him, did everything. But I guess they just.
That's true.
My confusion was how they just misunderstood him so hard. I just didn't see that big of a gap to justify him being such a badass little kid.
And the mom was kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
Mom was kind of a bitch. Dad was pretty much a pussy. And the kid was like, I don't fuck with you guys.
Yeah.
It's like, you suck and just quit sucking.
Yeah.
I kind of feel that.
Yeah. Overall, I really enjoyed this film from start to finish. What was really weird was just how the girl he was hitting on, her boyfriend just died, and she was just like, well, on to the next one.
Yeah.
You gotta respect it to a certain extent.
Later that night.
Yeah, I think that was a little unrealistic, but other than that, I mean,
we should also harp on the game. I don't know if they'll totally understand that. After the knife fight, James Dean gets the knife out of the bully's hands, and then he's like, "Fuck! All right, you beat me. Now we'll do what was it? The
chickie race.
The chickie race.
Up on the bluff.
And so that means that they go to the highest point in the city, off of a cliff, and they drive 2 stolen cars that somebody stole.
16-year-old
white. Some 16-year-old white kids, I guess, hotwire 2 cars. Drive them, and then you have to bail out of your car.
Tuck and roll, baby. Tuck and roll.
Before your car drives over the edge, and they both do it. And that blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
So then I wonder if that's a thing that's ever happened before.
Yeah, I mean, it's overall a pretty crazy story, but I mean, I think it does its job, and it's just one of those timeless.
Oh, I don't care if it happened or not. I'd almost prefer it never have happened. Then it's like a myth. You know?
Yeah, no, that would be cool. But yeah, overall, some ending thoughts.
What was your favorite part? What was your favorite aspect of the 6 that we reviewed? What would you say is your favorite of it?
Oh, geez, you just put me on the spot right there. I don't know. I just love James Dean's acting. I think cool. just from the start when he was in the police station being a drunken fool.
Really good
he played it great. He probably took a few shots before just to really
I think he was an alcoholic. I'm not sure on that. I think he was a raging alcoholic.
I mean, I don't blame him.
He's the coolest dude.
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite was the directing, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was just way ahead of its time in 1955. It was like, really, that was my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, it was.
Now, part B, how attractive is James Dean?
As a guy comfortable in my own sexuality, I mean, yeah.
Yeah?
I think he's one of those Leo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, modern day studs back in the day, and that just makes it so much more of a thing. I mean, he is a superstar through and through, and you can't hate on that. I mean, dude probably crushed chicks. I mean, I can only imagine that he was just running through them in Hollywood. But
definitely.
Yeah.
I imagine so. But I think, how tall do you think he is? Like 5'7"? He looks pretty short.
Yeah, he's gonna be pretty short.
Like, oh, look, this big badass.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that at all until now.
You didn't like that? That's what I look at it. It's like, how tall is that guy?
Yeah, I mean,
5'7" vibes. I'll look into it.
Overall, I think this movie, between James Dean, the directing, the timeless aspect of the subject matter and themes, just dopest dope I ever smoked. I mean, this is just a solid one. Overall score,
boom, hit him with it.
9.0 out of 10. Up for arguments, but not much. Only a couple
decimals one way or the other, but yeah.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in. This is our first video review. Plan on doing a lot more of these.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking it out.
Peace.